28-yard return. Number 13, extension quarterback for the Thunderbolts. Call made by number 22, Fernando Fadroy. Picks up 1 yard.
Let's go!
Two-yard pickup by Fadroy. Ball caught by number 89 for the Thunderbolts, Morgan Well. Yard punt.
That's left inside. Thunderbolts don't get it, but they do stop the Buccaneers for a loss of 1. Big number 71. He's one of those guys on this roster. The coach refused to give me the names of their players, so I guess when they make a good play like that, we can't tell you who it was. It was number 71 for the Bucs. Recovered the fumble, saving the ball for the Bucs, and now they have a second down and 11. Johnson, number 2 in the backfield is Jeff Danner. Johnson and Danner both were one-time Thunderbolts. A lot of these players were, and then they became posse. Oh, nice catch. Nice pass. That was caught by Josh Branch, number 11. Nicely thrown. The ball traveled a great distance in the air, but the net gain was about less than 20 yards. It was mostly a pass across the field. But the Buccaneers set up 1st and 10 now on the Thunderbolts' their own 39-yard line, heading towards midfield. We'll see if the Thunderbolts can find an answer to Branch. Branch appears to be, I don't have his height and weight, but he appears to be a good 6 inches taller than the cornerback on that side, who is Marcus Williams, number 33. Handoff inside. Nice run up the middle. Looked like number 24, Wayman Teague. No, that was number 30, Nate Griffin.
Nate Griffin for the Buccaneers picked up about
another one-time Thunderbolt. A lot of these guys were Thunderbolts, and then they time they wanted, which rightly so. They went and started their own team.
brings up the second down and 2 yards for the first down.
but it's the same basic group of players. Griffin pushing the pile forward for another first down for the Bucs. And the Bucs asserting themselves here early. And they are big up front. Number 73, I don't have his name, but he is huge. I don't have his particular statistics, but. And that defensive front of the Thunderbolts has not been really tested against an imposing offensive line like the Buccaneers appear to have. So it's 1st and 10 on the Thunderbolts' 49-yard line. Derek Johnson, number 10, got 3 wide receivers in the formation. Hands off inside. That looks like number 2, Jeff Danner. And he's going to be stopped for a gain of about a yard. 2nd down and 9 for the Bucs.
Ball handed off to number 2, Jeff Danner.
Defensively for the Thunderbolts, number 5, Antonio Sparrow, number 31, Brett Wells, the safeties. 2 veterans on a relatively young defense. The corners are Marcus Williams, 33, and John Fontroy, number 20. Both new players. That's Nikita Smith. So the pass is complete to France, Maurice France, and it's going to be a first down for the Bucs. Kind of a chilly.
First down.
Never know direction is going to.
Ball carried by number 38, Griffin. Picks up 5 or 6 yards on that play. Oregon Thunderbolt football is sponsored by AFMS Transportation Management Group. And by First Tennessee. One way or local. First Tennessee when you're on the move. Buccaneers touchdown.
Thunderbolts flukes and good power running, just
With 8:02 in the first quarter, and Oregon Thunderbolts 0. And Oklahoma Buccaneers.
And the Buccaneers love to talk. It seems like what's going on.
Back to the Thunderbolts, number 8, John Griffin, takes the ball on the 20-yard line. On the stop, number 41 for the Buccaneers, Anthony Lambreth. Ladies and gentlemen, we have an announcement here. We have a Ford pickup with his lights on. I'm trying to read his license number. Is that Oregon plate 363 ACT? That's Oregon license plate 363 ACT. Your lights are on. Please turn them off. Thank you. On the stop, number 9, John Griffin. Pardon me, it's Mark Barlow on the stop.
Come on, oh!
That's intended for number 42 for the Thunderbolts, Steve Dillon, at the complete. Put it down for the Thunderbolts. That is complete to number 6, Hayward Dennison for the Thunderbolts.
Let's go, D! Get it over here! Let's go! Bring this shit. All right.
Back in the Buccaneers, number 19, Tebows Swain.
Looks like we have a delay of game now.
Matt Sand with the kick for the Thunderbolts.
Let's get fired up! Let's get fired up! We are fired up! Let's get fired up! Let's get fired up!
Ball taken by Brandon Grant for the Buccaneers. On the top, number 2, Tom Doherty for the Thunderbolts. 43-yard punt by number 1, Matt Stanwood for the Thunderbolts.
They're mighty though. Hey man, I got it. Go, Belly!
On the top, number 91, Hunter for the Thunderbolts.
Third down. He had lost.
Up to a 4th down and 6 situation for the Buccaneers.
Gave up the first down, but that's it. Shifting a little bit. Letting the defense keep number 34, Gary Clemens. Extremely fast and dangerous. Playing the arena football.
Quarterback Kenny Simpson takes over on the 43-yard line for the first down. On the top, number 56 for the Buccaneers, Ray Rivers. Passing minute for number 7 for the Thunderbolts, Anthony Jordan.
Number 8, Olivier.
stop, number 56, Ray Rivers for the Buccaneers. Brings us up to 4th down. Flag on play. Yard punt by Matt Stanwood.
Yeah, they're going to give it against the Thunderbolts. He signaled against the Buccaneers, but they spotted the ball out at the 40. So it's 50. On the 39-yard line, so with a 1-yard loss on the play. Brings us up to 2nd down. Pass is complete. Number 1, Maurice France for the Buccaneers. Picked up on 4, picked up 4 yards in the play. Your attention, please. Would the custodian please go to the locker room, please, the Thunderbolt locker room. Will the custodian please report to the locker room? Number 90,
not standing for Thunderbolts. Football ball. Buccaneers recover, number 5. Shingy. Rolling out by number 8 for the Thunderbolts. Taking over. Ball is spotted on the 29-yard line, where the Bucs will take over for first down. Flag on the play. Ball carried by number 33. And on the stop, number 95 is in the roll. Marquise Cross. The illegal motion on the Bucs is the call. Ladies and gentlemen, just a reminder that our concession stand is open now, and that's on the north side of the field, actually the northeast corner of the field. And along with the concessions, we have the souvenir shop with your favorite Thunderbolts garments, hats, and I know they've got some sweatshirts down there and t-shirts, so go ahead and visit the nice folks, the concession stand and the souvenir shop. Thanks. Ball carried by number 30, Nick Griffin for the Buccaneers, met by a host of medical tacklers. Bring this up to second down. Three-yard pickup for the Buccaneers in that last play. Penalty on the play.
Comes across and hits the offensive tackle to make sure everybody noticed that. We noticed it up here. It's going to be second down and 34 now for the Bucs.
Hello? Hello?
Penalty yardage now. Erasing the Bucs' total offensive output for this game. And we've had the two big of the lateral, which was knocked down and recovered by the Thunderbolts, and then the failed pitch on the next play by the Thunderbolts to give the ball back to the Bucs, and now the Bucs back in a hole. Second and 34 after 3 penalties. Johnson looking to throw quick, connects across the middle. That's number 6, Kobe Griggs. But it was a short gain, maybe 6 yards. Stopped immediately by the Thunderbolts.
Down in a lot, probably about 28. And looking downfield is Derek Johnson into coverage. Brett Wells there along with Antonio Sparrow. And slow to get up is number 11, Josh Branch, although he is up. But it's going to be 4th and forever for the Bucs. 4th and 28. And they're going to be punting to Clemens. In front of Clemens is number 32, Stuart McGee. Another new face on the Thunderbolts team this week. And as long as they play 3 games this season, they are eligible for the playoffs. So the Thunderbolts continue to build. High punt by number 0. It's going to be a Thunderbolt bounce rolling backwards. Picked up by Griffin on the triple bounce and advanced. Kind of gutsy advance, but he was the only one that wanted to touch the ball. The Buccaneers were just looking at it. And he got 5 yards out of it, so I guess that's okay. In comes Haskamp. Haskamp had the one botched play in the first, their one play of this quarter, which was the fumbled pitch. So he's back in to try and make things right. The referee waving off a flag, which is laying on the field. So I guess they're going to reset the chains, and it will be Thunderbolts 1st and 10 at the designated spot, which is about the 30-yard line. They haven't set the change yet. Casey Olivier, number 8, and Julian Williams, number 3, are the wide receivers. Morgan Will, the tight end, number 89, on the near side of the formation, along with Stone and Fontroy in the backfield. And all 2 backfield, 12, 22, 42. I hope they can hear me myself. I don't know if they can hear me in this one or that one, but what, in this one? Because I can't read my thing if I got these 2 microphones. My job is so tough. Nice pass by Hatkamp. Connects to Morgan Will. Hit out of bounds. No flag. That was number 9, Mark Barlow. Down in 2, Haskamp. Pointing out some things at the line of scrimmage. Quick slant to number 8, Olivier. Olivier's got the first down. Going to hang on to the ball. Gang tackled. Gain of about 9 and a first down. So Haskamp trying to redirect the Thunderbolt offense. Offensive line playing a little better. Thunderbolts opening up the passing game, hoping to free the running game, which the Bucs thus far have shut down. Number 60, Matt Underwood, is the center. Number 75, Jason Woody, is the left guard. Number 67, Paul Swingle, the left tackle. Number 63, Robert Bubba Brown, the right guard. And big Justin Wachnick, the right guard, the right tackle. Pass is away. Pass is complete. Julian Williams flagged down. Haskamp connects with Williams while I was trying to pronounce Justin Wachnick's name, the right tackle. 6'5", 300 out of Eastern Washington. And it's going to come back, it looks like. And the Thunderbolts assessed a penalty for having an illegal receiver downfield. Very costly after a 25-yard pass play to Julian Williams. So now 4 receivers. Will to the near side, the tight end split out. Haskamp, no rush, got time over the middle. There's Olivier, he's got the first down. He's breaking tackles. He's protecting the football. And he is a scrappy kid. Olivier clears the 1st and 15, plus got about 10 more for about a 25-yard gain. Nicely executed by Haskamp, the quarterback. Found Olivier wide open in the middle with room to roam. And I love Olivier's run after the catch. Shaking Buck tacklers and protecting the football. What more can you ask for? So Olivier, number 8. Julian Williams, number 3. And Frank Ulrich, the converted quarterback, to the near side, the 3 receivers. Will spread out to the far side as a receiver. And it looks he's going to swing it to Fontroy. And that is not going to be a lateral this time. Haskamp's throw was forward, but Fontroy couldn't handle it. Looked like there were Buck pursuers there, but we know Fontroy could have maybe gotten out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tackles and got to the end zone on that if he could have brought it in. Fontroy, a tremendous weapon this year for the Thunderbolts. And underutilized in the passing game. It's good to see him throwing the ball, and of course it was nicely thrown by Haskamp, but Fontroy just needs to handle it. 2nd down and 10. Bolts, again the trips. Hayward Demison, number 6, checks in for number 3, Williams. Haskamp, again looking to throw. Not much pressure. Got a man, that's Ulrich, the converted quarterback. Fighting for yards, protecting the football, and he has a first down. Gain of 15, 16. Haskamp again, right on the money. Ulrich was the starting quarterback, hurt his shoulder. Wants to play more quarterback, but the Thunderbolts thrilled with his ability at wide receiver. Last week he caught a 60-something yard pass from Mike Haskamp. Ulrich played receiver and defensive back in high school. And the quarterbacking, well, Haskamp may be winning the job here. He's looking deep for Will, just out of reach. Lots of Buck defenders there, but Will tall enough, probably could have caught that over all 3 of them if it had been just a little bit lower. Incomplete, brings up 2nd down and 10. Olivier checks in. And Rod Nightingale, number 4, checks out. Haskamp looking for Ulrich in the middle. Ulrich trying to break some tackles. And he had to get to the 10-yard line for the first down. And I think the Bucs might have helped him. He caught the ball, and then the Bucs tackled him from behind and pushed him ahead a couple yards for the first down. So I guess the Buccaneers get the assist, and it's going to be first down Thunderbolts. 1st and goal. It's inside the 10. Ulrich making his presence felt as a wide receiver. And, of course, Haskamp, deadly with throwing the ball. Number 89, Morgan Will, split to the far side along with Julian Williams. Some height over there. Ulrich and Nightingale to the near side. Fontroy in the backfield. Ball intended for Nightingale. And Barlow was there to intercept it and dropped it. Number 9, Barlow for the Buccaneers, had that ball and just dropped it. Actually, I don't think that is Barlow. Doesn't look like Barlow, but it says it's Barlow, but it's definitely not Barlow. Haskamp, second down and goal. Second and goal from the 9. There's 7 minutes, 44 seconds left in the half. The Thunderbolts showing no running game today at all, and that's been their bread and butter for the first few games, for the first 6 games. Fantroy's legs, but the Buccaneers taking them out of that early. But the Thunderbolts countering with Haskamp's arm. And it's going to be third and goal. Ulrich trying to catch that over the middle. Good coverage. Teague McSwain, number 18, was there, along with another defender. And Thunderbolt's going to call timeout. So now the Thunderbolts, third and goal here, trying to get it in to tie the game at 7. They're down 7-0, and they'd rather not get the field goal. They'd rather get the TD. Julian Williams there. Ball is not thrown correctly. Number 3, Brandon Branch on the coverage, but the ball not catchable. And in comes Stanwood and Snowodsky, the field goal unit. So a pretty impressive drive for Haskamp and the offense, but they're unable to cash in on the touchdown. Thunderbolts trying to get all their extra point people on the field here for the field goal. Snowodsky, 49, will kick. Blocked. No good. And the Bucs hold. They'll get the ball at the 20. Looked like the play kind of slow to develop. The ball wasn't snapped quickly, and then Snowodsky didn't seem to kick it real quickly and gave the Bucs lots of time to penetrate. First and 10 Bucs at their own 20-yard line. They lead 7-0. 7 minutes, 11 seconds left in the first half. Derek Johnson, the quarterback, hands off inside to number 5, Shea Dean. It's like Dean got 5 or 6 yards, and then the whole Thunderbolt defense arrived to meet him. The damage is done. Gain of maybe 7, 8. Second and 2, Bucs. Bucs 4-2. A good team. Hit hard in the backfield, and that time no gain, maybe a loss. Was number 2, Jeff Danner. No gain, 3rd and 2. Sparrow up to blitz. Balls, nice play call. They had the quick pass across the middle to number 6, but he dropped it. And then number 31, Brett Wells, almost with the interception, couldn't hang on. Kobe Griggs, the intended receiver, Bolt defense holds. 4th and 2, and the Buccaneers would be wise to punt since they're on their own 28-yard line. In comes number 0. That's Nikita Smith. What is this, number 8? I can't tell. I'm half blind up here. And a nice high punt. Clemens fields it and loses about 10 yards, but at least he didn't lose the football. I think number 8, Doug Ashley, might have been the punter on that. And Gary Clemens, no return. So the Thunderbolts get the ball back, but they got it back at their own 26-yard line. And the Buccaneers pick up about 55 yards of field position on that punt play. Five minutes, 20 seconds left for Haskamp and the offense. And we'll see if they bring the running game back into. Looks like first they ran and then they got stopped. So now they're just doing the exclusive passing game and not mixing it up much. And Fantroy's, being a weapon that he is, like to see him get a little more involved in the game. Pass to Ulrich. Ulrich takes it outside. Barlow runs him out of bounds. Gain of 6. Stops the clock. Second down and 4. And there's some kind of an official's timeout. Looks like the guy with the down marker's missing right now, and so the one guy with the chains holding up the down marker, they're replacing him temporarily to move the down marker. So now the referees get the chains back. That's just an official timeout. Now I know the Thunderbolts have called a timeout in this half, and I believe the Buccaneers may have called one. I know somebody did, but I never saw the indication. Trying to keep track of who's spent what. Ulrich again, clubbed, caught, first down. Ulrich takes the pounding. Barlow there again. Ulrich catching everything. Chains haven't moved. I didn't see a flag, but there was one, and it's going to be illegal man downfield for the Thunderbolts again. And it's going to be a 2nd and 9 instead of a first down for the Thunderbolts. Olivier and Ulrich, the receivers to the near side. Will split out far to the other side along with Julian Williams. Fantroy in the backfield. Draw play to Fantroy. Finally breaks loose. Got about 6. Again, good Buck defense, though. Not letting Fantroy run wild. That was number 54, Chris Borgelt. One of the players I did manage to identify with the Bucs coach before the game. Haskamp got some time looking for Ulrich. Ulrich caught it got the first down. No flags. Three minutes, 59 seconds left. Thunderbolts hoping to use the remaining time. Now, Ulrich didn't get out of bounds before he made contact with the ground, so the clock is running. Thunderbolts would love to chew up the remaining 3:49 and then score some points and tie up this game. Trips to the near side. Not a lot of room to operate down there. Haskamp gets it picked off by the Bucs. Throws it into traffic. Julian Williams tried to catch it, got a hand on it, tipped it to the defense. And it was just a dangerous pass. Too many white shirts in there playing volleyball. And number 3, Brandon Branch, caught it before it touched the ground, which is the idea. First and 10 Bucs. And now they're going to run the clock some more, even after the change of possession. Bucs lead 7-0. 3 minutes, 22 seconds left in the first half. Number 10, Derek Johnson is the quarterback. Buccaneers on their own 46-yard line. Johnson got 3 trips to the far side. Looking to throw, no pressure. And laying on the ground and trying to make the catch was number 6, Colby Griggs. And it looked like he had it, but then he must have dropped it because the ball rolled out of there. Would have been a short gain of 6 or 7. And instead, it's incomplete. The clock stops, and it's going to be 2nd down and 10 from the 46. Johnson got time, looking deep. In the middle is number 1, Maurice France with the catch. Clock stops to move the chains. France wide open on that play. Buccaneers lead 7-0 and driving. They got the ball down to the 35-yard line of the Thunderbolts. 1st and 10. .242 remains. Johnson again got time, looking deep to the corner. Shea Dean there, along with 2 defensive backs for the Thunderbolts. Marcus Williams and the other guy is still off. That was Sparrow, number 5. Good coverage. 2nd down and 10. And it stops the clock. There's 2:26 left in the first half. Buccaneers, they hope to use up the remaining 2 minutes and score some more points. Buccaneer defense playing very well against the Thunderbolts, although the Thunderbolts have moved the ball in the second quarter, but they've made some mistakes, some turnovers, a missed field goal attempt, and so not getting it done on the scoreboard. 2nd down and 10. Bucs. Derek Johnson holding there on 78. Now he's going to get the call now too. Sacked is Johnson, and they saw the hold that time. It was pretty obvious on the right tackle. Horse-collared the defensive lineman there. And the Thunderbolts will have their choice of 3rd and 10 or 2nd and 20, and they might elect to to move the ball away from field goal range at this point. Looks like they're going to take the 10 yards, and it's going to be from the spot of the foul, which was 3 or 4 yards deep in the backfield. So it's going to be a 13-yard penalty against the Bucs. Holding against the right tackle on D'Angelo Hunter, who had a clear shot at Johnson when he rolled out of the pocket. And I guess give a kudo to the right tackle who held, because Johnson might have paid the price if Hunter had got there. Second down and 23 for the Bucs. And we have the 2-minute warning. Yep. And Jake Hendricks went with him too. So now it's second down and 23 after the 2-minute warning. We have 2 minutes on the clock exactly. Derek Johnson, number 10, the quarterback, looking for some more to add to the Buccaneers' 7-0 lead before halftime. 4 wide receivers for the Bucs. Good pass protection up front, although Johnson goes down in the end. Ball's in the air, caught by Fontroy. He gets up and he's running. He's going to be eluding some tacklers, getting a few blocks. Fontroy, a punt returner. And the Thunderbolts all of a sudden come alive on the big pick. Flag is down. In the backfield, Derek Johnson got clubbed after he released the ball. And now if it's roughing the quarterback, it seems like both teams content to change offense to defense. And so it appears to be it's a personal foul face mask against the Buccaneers is what it is. And that might add 15 yards to Fontroy's punt return. And it does. So the Fontroy brings the interception out to the 30, and now the referee's going to bring the interception out to the 45. First and 10, Thunderbolts. So what a wild game of turnovers and catastrophes on both sides. The only difference in the game so far was the impressive opening drive of the Multnomah County Buccaneers using Nate Griffin and their running game to run over the Thunderbolt defense in an 83-yard opening drive. Since then, it's been interesting. Haskamp connects with Julian Williams. Williams reaches the ball over to the 32-yard line of the Bucs, and now the Thunderbolts are in business in Buccaneers territory. There's a minute 23 left on the clock. The Thunderbolts are in their hurry-up mode. Rod Nightingale, Casey Olivier, Frank Ulrich, and Julian Williams, all the wide receivers, the 4 wide receivers. Buccaneers call timeout to regroup.
Timeout officials for an injury.
Oh, okay. It's officials timeout. Not a timeout. First and 10 for Haskamp. He has trips to the far side. Haskamp been throwing well lately. Here's Williams. He catches the ball and juggles it. The Bucs pick it up, and they wanted a completion because Williams dropped the ball, and they're going to call it incomplete. Second and 10. Haskamp deadly accurate. That ball was right there. Williams looked like he was going to run with it before he actually brought it in. And there was defenders there to tackle him. Bucs pretty solid on defense. Haven't let anybody get really wide open today. But Haskamp has been threading the needle anyway. Rolls out, going to get hit. Throws outside to Ulrich. Ulrich not even near that pass. Looked like Haskamp throwing it away. Pressure got there. Third down now, 3rd and 10 at the Buccaneer 33. And the Thunderbolts have in Matt Stanwood a good long-range field goal kicker who might be capable of the 50-yard field goal, which is where they would be kicking from at the 40-yard line if the Thunderbolts can't convert here on 3rd and 10. Interesting play there. It looked like nobody was ready, but Morgan Will was ready, and he caught the ball, and he got the Thunderbolts first down. Like, it was interesting. They just snapped the ball, and the offensive line didn't move much. The defense wasn't ready. Will ran right out there, got in the pattern. Haskamp nailed him, and now they're going to call timeout. Thunderbolts connect the connection to Will. First down and 10. Bucs 21-yard line. Mike Haskamp, the quarterback. Steve Stone checks in at fullback. Will moves back to tight end. Fontroy in the tailback spot. There's 58 seconds left in the first half. Haskamp called a play during the timeout. Lots of time looking for Williams. Flag down. Williams had contact. Not called. Ball wasn't really there where Williams could get it. And it's going to be a hold anyway against the offensive line. Not necessarily them. It could have been one of the running backs. It's going to be against the offense. And that's going to back the Thunderbolts into very long-range field position now. Buccaneers happy to accommodate the 10-yard penalty and give the down over so that the Thunderbolts farther from the goalpost. 1st and 20. Thunderbolts. Once again, the base formation with Stone and Fontroy and 2 wide receivers. Will back at tight end. Haskamp rolls out, got all day. Looking short to Will. Will catches back into field goal range, but way short of the first down. Gain of about 8. And out of bounds. They stop the clock with 45 seconds left in the half. Second down and 12 now. After getting 8 of the 10 yards from the holding penalty back. Again, base personnel, fullback, tailback, tight end, 2 wide receivers. Haskamp, quick slant to Olivier, who can break tackles. And he breaks a few, but nowhere near the first down is Casey Olivier, number 8. And they're going to stop the clock to one of the Buccaneers get up. That's the middle linebacker. Number 54, Chris Borgelt. And he's going to have to come out. Thunderbolts make some personnel changes. And they are enjoying this free Buccaneer timeout as Borgelt limps off the field. Borgelt has his helmet off. I wonder if he lost his helmet or... Hopefully he didn't get a head injury. That would be horrible. So Thunderbolts get regrouped. Base formation. 27 seconds left. Flag up and down. In the end zone is Rod Nightingale. Double flags fly as Nightingale gets chucked right as the ball gets there. But that's that's the second and third flag. The first flag might have been against the offense for illegal motion, which means they may not have even run this play. But it's going to be pass interference. Oh, it's offsides against the Bucs. Declined and pass interference accepted. And that will either be a 15-yard penalty or a spot of the foul. They might get the ball at the goal line here. So nice play by Nightingale, drawing the pass interference. And the Buccaneers trying to defend their goal line from about the 1.5 stripe, 1 yard stripe. First and goal, Thunderbolts, 1 yard line. 22 seconds left in the first half. Thunderbolts may have a timeout remaining. Trying to punch it in. Crowd starting to get into it. And what a huge play this is. Haskamp going to try and take it over himself, and he's in. Mike Haskamp with the touchdown run spikes the ball and just about spikes himself as well. And so the Thunderbolts back in the game, 1 point away from a tie. Looking to number 49, Jim Snowodsky, the short range field goal kicker and extra point man.
Mike, Haskamp,
Affleck. Number 78, Justin Wachnick. It is the all-important snapper. Number 1, Matt Stanwood, the all-important holder. And Snowodsky, the kicker. We'll see if they can get it together this time, and maybe a little better blocking up front to avoid the Bucs. Snowodsky misses wide to the right. Buccaneers came over the top in a questionable move. I don't know if you can climb on your buddy and jump through like that. No flags, and so the Buccaneers, well, the Thunderbolts just missed the extra point, the all-important extra point, and they still... Coach Mac McGinnis arguing with the officials on that extra point, that the Buccaneers came over the top and catapulted themselves over their teammates to get the altitude to block the kick, and there was no call. Number 19, Harold Edwards, deep to return the kickoff. And he has a hole up the middle and some speed. Number 42, Steve Stone, brings him down at the 43-yard line. And the Buccaneers will have exactly 7 seconds now to change the score, in which they lead 7-6. They are on their own 43-yard line. And so they will have 57 yards to try and get something going. And now the Buccaneers call a timeout for their last play. So what can you run in 7 seconds to try and get some points on the board? I'm looking for the hook and lateral here. Derek Johnson, number 10, will be the man that decides. Shea Dean to the near side. One-time Thunderbolt. Seven seconds left. Buccaneers on their own 47. Johnson rolling out, looking deep. Gets it away. Ball falls incomplete. And there's still 1 second left. That was intended for Shea Dean, number 5. No, that wasn't. It was intended for number 6, Kobe Griggs, another former Thunderbolt. Used to play defensive line. And the Buccaneers have another shot. But they still are no closer than they were. They're on their own 43-yard line. So this will be the last play of the half, barring a defensive penalty. Thunderbolts have 5 defensive backs placed deep. Draw play up the middle. It's going to be Jeff Danner looking to try and score on a run. Got some nice blocking downfield, and he's going to pad his rushing stats. But nowhere near the end zone is Jeff Danner, and stopped by number 20, John Fontroy. So the Thunderbolts leave, and they leave trailing 7-6 after the missed extra point in a hard-fought game against 2 well-matched teams.
That's got our only rushing yard.
Well, I found out that I was wrong. Number 3 for the Buccaneers is actually Antonio Chandler, the former Thunderbolt star, Portland State star, and he's back to try and return this kickoff. But instead, the ball goes out of bounds inside the goal line, handled there by number 23. That's Palmer Butler, and it's going to be a touchback. Nice kick by Stanwood, no return for the Bucs. And so now I'll start calling Antonio Chandler instead of Brandon Branch. That the Buccaneers not real cooperative when it comes to identifying who their players are. Here we go, we begin the second half. It's going to be a run to Jeff Danner, number 2. And he's going to pick up about 6 yards on that off left tackle. Stopped by number 39, Anthony Davis. Call it 8, gain of 8. Good blocking up front for the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers seem very tough on both their offensive and defensive lines. Thunderbolts made some adjustments on defense at halftime with their defensive line to try and account for the Buccaneers' trips receiver formations. That was number 33, Jewell, and he might have got the first down. He did. Just gain of 2, but that's all he needed.
Buccaneers first down.
First and 10 Bucs at their own 30. Derek Johnson, number 10, the quarterback. And number 3, Christopher Jewell, the tailback. Handoff inside. That's Big Nate Griffin, who had a big first quarter. But it looks like the Thunderbolts are going to put a stop to that. Justin Messman, number 96 there, along with number 56, James Hilliard. No gain. Second down and 10 for the Buccaneers of Multnomah County. They play their home games at Jefferson High School. And they were a new team last year. I think the year before they must have been an expansion team. Official league members last year, and the Buccaneers went to the playoffs, won in the first round, and then played the Jets in the final playoff, Northwest Football League playoff championship game, and lost narrowly. Maybe should have beat them. That was a deep pass intended for Josh Branch, number 11, and great coverage there by Antonio Sparrow, number 5. Branch had absolutely no cushion, and Sparrow being, well, he's 6'2", 200. You know, you're not going to catch it over him at his size. Although Branch, good size as well, probably also 6'2". So now, after the no-gain run and then the incomplete pass, it's third down and still 10 for the Buccaneers. Branch France and number 6, Kobe Griggs, are the trip receivers to the near side. Johnson looking to throw. Got time, throws high. Only man could have caught it might have been Brett Wells, number 31 for the Thunderbolts defense. Ball intended for number 6, Griggs, thrown way high. And so the Buccaneers are going to send their punt team out. And their punter is number 0. And I'm not sure that's Nikita Smith, but I guess if you give me a bad roster, I have to call them who they say they are. I know some of these Buccaneers because so many of them used to play on the Thunderbolts. And the Buccaneers are shuffling guys in to get their full complement of players on for the punt team. We'll call the punter Nikita Smith, number 0. High snap again. And Smith takes it outside. And he's going to get actually a bad Buccaneer roll. That was a Thunderbolt roll back towards the Buccaneers. And big number 55, Bruce Borgelt, dove and stopped the ball before it bounced any farther in the wrong direction for the Bucs. Ball down at the 42-yard line. And that was about a 28-yard net because they had the ball at the 30-yard line. Another high snap, and Nikita Smith, or whoever it was that punted, had to roll out and kick it off the side of his foot. Play is blown dead, and number 13, Eddie Simpson, checks in at quarterback for the Thunderbolts. And it looked like maybe the offense might have moved on Simpson's count, and it will be 5 yards marked off against the Thunderbolts. Fontroy and Steve Stone in the backfield. It looks like Julian Williams and Casey Olivier, the wide receivers, and now the ball's on the ground, and Eddie Simpson dives on it for another offensive mistake. The first one cost 5 yards on the penalty. The second one cost them a down, but they're fortunate to get the ball back. 2nd down and 15 now for Eddie Simpson and the Thunderbolts. Simpson fires quick slant out to number 3, Julian Williams. Broken up by Teague McSwain, number 18, who got a hand on it. And fortunately for the quarterback of the Thunderbolts, didn't get a second hand on it as well. Batted down by McSwain, no gain. 3rd down and 15. And now Steve Stone, the fullback, checks out. And it's 4 wide receivers, and we see number 88, Derek Garrison, the number 2 tight end to the near side. Ball was snapped inadvertently. Garrison looking deep, got the ball on a broken play. Chandler with the late face mask. Garrison towering at, what is he, 6'4", 205. And a nice pass by Eddie. The defense wasn't ready. Actually, the defense kind of jumped. No flag because the center snapped the ball. But only about 4 of the 22 players moved on the initial snap. However, one of them was Garrison, and he got off in the pattern. And Chandler, unable to compete with the height of Garrison, ball perfectly thrown, and the Thunderbolts set up 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line of the Bucs. And now they try and go up the middle with Steve Stone. Nothing doing. I guess one not so good statistic for the Oregon Thunderbolts in the first half. 1 yard rushing, and that was by Mike Haskamp on the touchdown run. All of the other rushers for the Thunderbolts have been silent. So the Thunderbolts trying to get some running game back into there. They now have the passing game established, and now maybe that'll make it easier to run for Fontroy. Simpson, pitch to Fontroy. He's got a lot of room. He's got a lot of speed, but so do the Bucs, and now the ball is on the field, but it's going to roll out of bounds before the Buccaneers can pounce on it. That would be about a gain of 5 for Fontroy. Flag down. It might be a face mask over in that face mask area right near where the tackle was made. It's going to be a clip, and it's going to be against the Thunderbolts. Boy, it looked like he had lots of room to run, but this Buccaneer defense is quick. And they had the speed to get outside and meet Fontroy, but it looked like Fontroy might have had about 5 yards. I don't know where the clip was. There wasn't anybody out there at the point of attack. So whatever this clip was, it wasn't very smart. Our next home game, as I recall, will be 2 weeks from today, 3 weeks from today. Next week, August 4th, the Thunderbolts play the Jaguars on the road. And the week after that, the 11th, is a bye week for the Thunderbolts. And the 18th is our next home game at Hare Field. That'll be against the Pierce County Bengals. Always tough, always in the contention for the league. And bad blood between the Thunderbolts and the Bengals. The Bengals, although not stellar this year in their record, took the undefeated Jets to overtime, so they are not to be overlooked, as is anybody on the rest of the Thunderbolt schedule. Fake draw. Simpson got some time, thinking about running. He's going to throw it anyway, and there's Ulrich. It's going to be a touchdown, but there's a flag down, and I think Eddie Simpson must have crossed the line of scrimmage. It's all going to come back. Eddie Simpson looking like he was going to run. I guess Coach McGinnis wants to see the replay on that. Nobody's very happy. It looked like Simpson, they're protesting that call. Simpson, the line of scrimmage was the 39. Actually, the signal they're giving is an illegal receiver downfield. I don't know what the official signal is for an illegal forward pass. I think would be across the line of scrimmage. That was an illegal man downfield penalty. Another one. That's like the third one they've called against the Thunderbolts in this game. Thunderbolts kind of day out here. Big clouds, kind of chilly, kind of nice. It's almost like a late season October kind of weather day today out here. Simpson got some pressure, got some help from the O-line, finds Julian Williams across the middle, can't hang on, and then number 19, Harold Edwards, diving after that ball to try and pick it off, but he unable to control it as well. So now the Thunderbolts, who had 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line of the Bucs, are now 3rd and 25 out of field goal range here at the 44-yard line of the Bucs. 4 wide receivers, Fontroy and Eddie Simpson again rolling out. Can't find Olivier there. But a tough throw for Simpson on the run, and now it looks like the Thunderbolts are going to go ahead and punt in this situation. Thus far, Matt Stanwood has been excellent at finding that corner and preventing the punt return. In fact, he even had a kickoff that went just over the pylon and out of bounds, which was another non-returnable. Thunderbolts see count 11 blue shirts on the field and get ready to punt. Jordan, number 7, the snapper. Weak snap, but Stanwood has a lane right up the middle to kick. Ball's in the air, bounces the Buccaneers' way, and then down there by number 2, Tillery. Inside the 15, though. Good coverage. They could have used a different bounce. It might have got it down even closer, but a good punt. And, of course, if the ball had bounced towards the end zone, it might have come out to the 20. So the Thunderbolt defense is going to set up shop on the Buccaneers 17-yard line, 18-yard line. No, that's the 14-yard line. And it's 1st and 10 Bucs there. We are just, well, not just underway. We have 9 minutes, 35 seconds left in the third quarter. Buccaneers lead 7-6, and they have the ball. Derek Johnson is the quarterback. More specifically, he has the ball. Hands off inside. I think that's Jewel, number 33. Stopped in due time by the Oregon Thunderbolt defense after a gain of 4. That was Calvin Armstead on the tackle, number 35. Draw play up the middle, stacked up. That's Anthony Johnson, number 39. Anthony Davis, number 39. I'm in trouble. 3rd down and 7. Nicely played by Davis. They were watching for that draw play, and then it showed up. Now Julian Williams checks in as a nickel safety. Third down and 3. Draw play. Not going anywhere. Nicely played by number 58, Kellis, who was not fooled. He saw that handoff, got off his man, and stopped the play before the runner could get his 3 yards. Got a yard. 4th and 2. I think the runner was number 33, Jewel, Christopher Jewel. Gain of a yard. And so now the Thunderbolts hoping to get the ball back and maybe get their running game going. I think the Thunderbolts have decided the first and third quarter are Eddie Simpson. The second and fourth quarter are Mike Haskamp for the time being. Good snap. Line drive punt. Going to be returned by Clemens. Clemens has no hole, but he takes it outside. Hit in the back. There was a clip on the Thunderbolts there. It looked like Griffin, number 9. And then the ball came out, and I think the Bucs might have it. Clemens with the fumble. Big number 60. And I don't have his name. Once again, I can't give you the credit if I don't know your name, Coach, but one of your guys got the... Now there's a clip that's declined before the ball came loose, and so Clemens pays the price, and the Thunderbolts go back on defense. Punt covered about 24 yards, so instead of fourth and 2 at the 24, it's now 1st and 10 at the 50 at the midfield stripe for the Buccaneers. Costly fumble. Buccaneers big up front, going to try and work on that defensive line, maybe use that offensive line and run the ball a little bit, try and wear out this defense. Or not. We'll see what they do. That's what I'd be thinking. Number 2, Jeff Danner's the running back. They got trips to the far side. And it's going to be a passing down. Dump off to Danner, who falls. And that was a nice play by number 91, D'Angelo Hunter, forcing the pass and then chasing down the runner, although he fell down. Danner going to lose 2 yards on the pass play. 2nd and 12. Looked like he could have run a little bit, but of course he lost his balance. But I don't think he would have got too far. Thunderbolts right on top of that play. And we see more receivers from the Bucs. 4 receivers again. Colby Griggs, Shea Dean. Johnson got some time. Throws across the field to number 6, Griggs.
Hey, we can't leave that guy in coverage. We gotta go in middle on tricks. We gotta bounce him out. He's there.
Complete gain of 8, but it's not enough for the first down. It's going to be 3rd down and about exactly 3.5 yards. Four minutes, 37 seconds left. Buccaneers have the ball in Thunderbolts territory at the 44. 3rd down, they need to get to the 40-yard line to convert. Johnson looking deep, dropped, and a flag comes out. Might have been a little pass interference over there on number 33, Marcus Williams. Josh Branch, the intended receiver, and gosh, I don't know. I didn't see interference. It was holding against the Thunderbolts is what the call is. See, I didn't see interference unless he took his hand off the ball. Either way, it's going to be a first down for the Bucs. And in these rules, it's a 10-yard penalty for defensive holding. And I don't believe it's an automatic first down, but in this case, it is a first down because it was 3rd and 4. So now 1st and 10 Bucs at the 33.5-yard line of the Bolts. 4:22 left in the 3rd quarter. Bucs lead 7-6. They scored on their opening drive, which was the 2nd drive of the game. Thunderbolts scored near halftime, but missed their extra point. Pitch outside, that's Jewell. Thunderbolts trying to get there, and cutting across the field at an excellent pursuit angle is number 5, Antonio Sparrow. That play looked like it was going to go, but Jewell kept running sideways and allowed Sparrow to get the angle. Loss of about 3. And so it's going to be 2nd down and about 13 now for the Bucs. D'Angelo Hunter checks out. Had a big game for the Thunderbolts so far. And number 58, Robert Kellis, checks back in. Derek Johnson back to throw, got some time. Has a man, number 6, Griggs. But he was wide open, but the ball not there. He couldn't handle it. Not a good throw by Johnson. You know, I really don't think number 6 is Kobe Griggs like this thing says, but I'll call him Kobe Griggs. But Kobe Griggs played defense, and he's a lot bigger than this guy. So I guess if the Buccaneers don't want me to know the names of their players, then well, we'll just call them who they're supposed to be here. I've never remember Kobe Griggs ever playing offense or wide receiver, let alone that. He's about 6'2", 250 or something. This guy is not, but 3rd down and 13 after the incomplete pass. Johnson again looking to throw. Again, a little bit of pressure, but not much. And there's Shea Dean, wide open in the backfield. Complete for the first down, tackled by Sparrow, number 5. Dean, a big weapon. He used to have trouble catching the ball, but seems to have improved on that aspect of his game. Also plays defense. Had a big fumble recovery in the first half. And now a big play here as the Bucs move right down into Thunderbolts red zone at the 11-yard line, 1st and 10. They can get a first down inside the 1 as well. Handoff inside, Jewell. Going to get about 5. That's the first we've seen of a tailback, Buccaneer tailback, getting deep into the territory up the middle. We've seen Griffin get some yards up the middle, and they usually run it outside, so kind of a change-up play. So now the Thunderbolts check in big number 78, Wachnick, in on that line to stop the run. A 300-pounder. And it's going to be a pass outside intended for number 1, Maurice France. It looked like the Thunderbolts were stacking up the line, and the Buccaneers showing run, but that pass way off. France nowhere near it. Good coverage by Williams as well. So it'll be 3rd down and 5 from the 6. And of course the Buccaneers can convert inside the 1 and get another 4 fresh downs. But looking at the end zone here, or the field goal if they don't make it. Nate Griffin, number 30, the fullback, in. Had a big first half, and then 33, Jewell, the tailback. It's going to be another pass outside, out of bounds. Fontroy there on the coverage. They're going to call it a touchdown. Both the officials came over and concurred that he must have got a foot in down there. Fontroy burned, I guess he pushed him out of bounds, but not before number 11. That's Josh Branch, got a foot in, and a touchdown for the Bucs. So now the Thunderbolts trail 13-6, hoping that they can stop this extra point so that they could be able to tie with a touchdown. And if they don't, then I guess the Thunderbolts would have to score a touchdown and go for 2. High snap, but it looks good, and it is. So the Thunderbolts trail now 6-14 to the Multnomah County Bucs. Bucs came in fired up for this game. You only need 1 foot in bounds to complete a pass. So big number 0, Nikita Smith kicking off deep. They're looking for Clemens, hoping he'll put it on the ground again. And they do. This time it's Griffin. And Griffin dodging tacklers and drags a pile out to the 30-yard line. Takes the ball away from Clemens. They fought over it and dropped it. Griffin picked it up and ran well with it. Griffin, a deceptively strong and fast runner, can break some tackles. Only 5'10", 190, but definitely has some power for that size. So the Thunderbolts now check in on offense. 1:34 left in the third quarter. We still have Eddie Simpson, number 13, through the end of the quarter. Then we may see Mike Haskamp. Simpson checks outside to Will. Read nicely. Muhammad Abdullah. on the tackle. Hit Will before Will could turn it upfield, and Will lost 6 yards. And the defense of this Buccaneers team quick to the outside. And they're pretty strong and big up front. I think the only way to attack them is short up over the middle in their soft underbelly. And that looks like Griffin. No, that's Clemens, Gary Clemens, number 34. Gain of 5, but they lost 6 on the last play, so now it's going to be 3rd and 11. Stone, the fullback, checking out. And 3 receivers. And the tight end, Garrison, is split out to the far side. Simpson got time. Throwing for Garrison. The big target catches it again. And he's ruled down. I don't think he was down, but they blew the whistle. It doesn't matter, guys. They blew the whistle. You can go and jump around in the end zone if you want, but they can't call that a touchdown if he blew the whistle. Obviously, Garrison caught the ball, fell down, and there was a defender there when he fell. And I don't know if the defender had anything to do with Garrison falling on the ground. The only issue was that the whistle blew as soon as Garrison hit the ground, so he can't get up and run. Whether he's down or not, the play is dead, and so everybody stopped. There's no way they can award the Thunderbolts a touchdown. They can award them the first down, though. Big play to Garrison. And I guess he caught the ball and fell down at the 42-yard line. And now the teams are going to switch sides for the beginning of the fourth quarter. Oh, it's over. Play's over. It's a bad call. So the Thunderbolts begin the fourth quarter with Eddie Simpson at quarterback, who just threw the big strike to Garrison. And an inadvertent whistle blew the play dead. Clemens up the middle. Thought he had a room to run, but big number 4, John Leday, with a big hit, stopped him dead in his tracks. Got about 3, though. 2nd down and 7. Fontroy checks back in. Clemens out.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Thunderbolts trailing 6-14 in this game. Looking for a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it up. Julian Williams in motion. Going to take the end around. Got a block out there from Garrison. Williams in the backfield. Got a lot of pursuit. Breaks his way out of the end zone and stretches the ball clear to the 36-yard line on a valiant effort. Read well by the defense, but not executed well. They should have had him maybe 8 to 10 yards deep in the end zone. Instead, Williams pulls out a gain of 4. So it'll be 3rd down and 4 for the Thunderbolts. And now Stone comes back out. And the receiver package back in with Nightingale. Number 6, Demison. Simpson got big pressure, gets it off to Nightingale. Nightingale not covered. Nightingale looking for the end zone. He's gonna have it. He gets knocked out of bounds. Shea Dean in the far secondary corner catches up to Nightingale. Excellent run after the catch by Nightingale. Big play for the Thunderbolts on third down. Gain of about 25, and it's going to be first and goal Thunderbolts. Big play Nightingale. And a nice tackle there by Shady, number 5. I'm still trying to figure out what he was doing so deep in the secondary as a linebacker. But he was there, and he made the stop before. I thought Nightingale was going to catch the corner and outrun Dean, but a nice play by Dean to stop the play. Clemens, the tailback now, runs into the quarterback. Then has tried to use his speed to get outside, and he will not get anywhere. Abdullah, number 25, there after the miscue in the backfield. You can't get outside fast and still run into the quarterback, which is what happened. It's going to be a loss of about 4 for the Thunderbolts. Second and goal from the 11.
Let's go! Let's go!
Clemens, the tailback still. Williams and Nightingale, the wide receivers. And rolling out is Simpson. And taking the sack is Simpson. Face mask maybe. There's a penalty down. That's big number 68. Whatever his name might be, we don't know. With the sack, but the flag there, and it might have been a face mask. And it's a 5-yard face mask. And you know, after the sack, I don't know where they marked that from. The spot of the foul, I guess. You know, from the line of scrimmage. It makes a big difference because it was a big sack play. Yeah, he's going to mark it. He's going to mark it from the line of scrimmage. I don't know where they're going to mark it. Over here. Okay. 5 yards from the spot of the foul. So actually the Thunderbolts still lose 5 yards on the sack. They just don't lose 10. And now it's going to be third down and goal from the 17-yard line. It says second down, but I think it's third. Eddie Simpson runs outside, and he's looking to run all the way. Simpson has some speed as well, but run out of bounds is Simpson inside the 10, about the 7-yard line. Now, I'm not sure about the down. I guess it's third down, but I didn't think they got the down over on the 5-yard face mask penalty. Apparently they did. Third down and goal at the 7. Fontroy in at fullback and Clemens at tailback. Fontroy Simpson looking to run to the end zone. He gets caught by the face mask, or he might have made it. Then Shadeen stopped him on the 2, but his momentum was stopped on the 4 by his face mask flag down. And that might be a personal foul, which might be first and goal Thunderbolts on the 1, or half the distance. It's personal foul against the Bucs, face mask. Ball's on the 1, and it's first and goal at the 1-yard line. So this is what the Thunderbolts need. They needed a big drive, and they need to get a touchdown, and they need to get a 2-point conversion to tie the game. Nice drive put together by Eddie Simpson. Hoping to cap it off now are the Thunderbolts. Maybe Simpson over the top. He's going to run outside. He's going to run inside. And he's not getting in. Buccaneers there on that run. Simpson looking to maybe run it outside or even maybe sprint out and throw, then cut it back inside, and 160 pounds wasn't getting in. Now it's going to be Haskamp. Simpson checking out. Haskamp 220 is going to have a little bit more momentum, about 60 pounds worth at that quarterback sneak. And besides, it's his turn. It's the fourth quarter. So Haskamp checks in. Second down and goal. Why does it say fourth? Haskamp reaching the ball over the pylon, and no indication from the Buccaneers. Well, it looks like the Buccaneers stopped Haskamp, and it was fourth down. They didn't give the Thunderbolts a first down after the 15-yard face mask. They gave them a down over, so it was fourth down, and now it's going to be 1st and 10 Bucs inside the 1. Mac McGinnis out on the field trying to get the explanation of this. So the Buccaneers going to try and get out of their end zone. And, of course, the Thunderbolts looking to score here on the defense. Johnson throws it high over the top. Number 11, Josh Branch there, but couldn't catch it. It looked like a good pass right off his hands. So second down now inside the 1 for the Bucs. Thunderbolts took a chance down there with Haskamp, running two consecutive quarterback sneaks. And now it looks like maybe the Thunderbolts stopping the Bucs inside the end zone. But again, no indication. And once again, the call's not going the Thunderbolts' way. I guess they gave the Buccaneers forward progress out to about the 6-inch line. So now 3rd down and 10 from that, basically the goal line stripe for the Bucs to try and get out of the hole. Tune in next week on Channel 11 here. The Thunderbolts playing the King County Jaguars. 3rd and 10 for the Bucs inside their end zone. Johnson throwing over the top. And there was some contact between Fontroy and number 11. They pushed each other, and the ball incomplete. So now the Bucs are really in a hole. They're going to have to try and punt out of there. And the Thunderbolts going to come after this, try and get the touchdown they thought they should have been awarded earlier. This will be a feat of excellent punting prowess by Nikita Smith if he gets this ball out of here, unless the Buccaneers take a safety, which they don't want to do. They have that 1-point advantage because of the missed extra point. They don't want to give away a point or two down here at this point. But only 10 yards deep. Ball is snapped. Ball is kicked. And he got a nice roll out of it. And an excellent play for the Buccaneers in that situation to get off a 38-yard punt. No return. But the Thunderbolts have excellent field position again. At this time they need to capitalize. Thus far they've been stopped on the 1, and they've missed a field goal. And easily could be in the lead in this game by that margin. Quarterback is number 12, Haskamp. We're in the fourth quarter. There's 9 minutes, 25 seconds left in the game. And the Thunderbolts looking to right the score Down 8, 14-6. Haskamp has number 3, Julian Williams, to the near side, and I can't see who that is over there. Clemens is the running back. Big 99 with the sack. Don't know who he is. Oh, that's Josh Rideau. And Haskamp gets creamed. Loss of 8 on the sack. Came right up the middle, it looked like. Protection broke down. Four wide receivers, including Olivier and Ulrich. Haskamp got some time, fires to Ulrich. Ulrich looking to break a tackle, isn't gonna break anything except his neck. Number 24, Wayman Teague, another former Thunderbolt, with the sure tackle and no gain for Ulrich. Third down and 18 for the Thunderbolts. Buccaneers playing their bringing their A game today. Trips to the near side. Haskamp hoping for a little more time. Big pressure again. Here come the Bucs. Haskamp, oh, and he throws the interception. Looking for Ulrich. Broke a tackle, got loose to throw the football at instep number 18, Teague McSwain. Picked it off, and so the Thunderbolts give it up. Another turnover, and a costly one. 7:22 left in the game. Thunderbolts down 8. They need to get the ball back, and they need to score. Looking to the defense. The Buccaneers probably going to try and run a little bit, although I don't think they're going to succeed at that unless they mix it up a little bit. This seems like the score of last year's game, about 14-6 or something. Buccaneers going to call a timeout here. Scott Spann, the mascot, the official Thunderbolt mascot. Yeah, we got a mascot. We got lovely cheerleaders. We got 7 cheerleaders tonight. Bucs ball, 1st and 10 at their own 35. Johnson looking to throw to no one, absolutely no one anywhere near that ball. Big pressure. Johnson down in a heap. No flag. Got away with that. 2nd down and 10. Looked like maybe the defense jumped a little bit early, but I guess they timed it correctly. No flag on that on the defense either. Running back number 2, Jeff Danner. And Danner with the ball, got a hole. Sparrow there. Gain of 7, but not a first down. It's going to be 3rd down. Marquise Cross also there on the tackle.
Hey, quit smoking the cigar! Put the cigar out! Scott! Quit smoking the cigar! Scott!
Yep.
Scott! Over here! Scott!
3rd down and 4 for the Bucs. Thunderbolts need the ball back. Bucs chewing some clock. 6:20 left. 2 tight ends, 2 running backs. Handoff up the middle. It's going to be Jewell, and he's going to fight for the first down. Missed tackles by the Thunderbolts allowed Jewell to get through the middle and get the first down. They had him stopped initially.
33 and 33.
Williams with the tackle after the fact. Now the clock's going to run some more. And the Bucs not calling timeout. Oh, they have an equipment timeout. $5:50 to go. 1st and 10 Bucs. Their own 48. Thunderbolts lose to this Buccaneer team. It would create a 3-way tie. And wide open in the middle, Shea Dean. Johnson hit him in one arm. Dean not able to bring it in. And that'll stop the clock. 5:33 to go. Lucky break there of the Thunderbolts. Dean didn't bring that one in.
Scott!
Thrown a little behind him.
Scott! Come here.
Second and 10. Buccaneers. Assuming the Jaguars win, that would be a 3-way tie for second place if the Buccaneers win this game. And of course, they'll have the head-to-head advantage over the Thunderbolts. Pass complete. And it's going to be a first down. That's number 11, and he has had an excellent game for the Buccaneers today, including that touchdown where he got 1 foot in bounds. Josh Branch.
The next time out, can you go over there and beat that thing for the camera? Next time out. He did that one time when he had the orchid thing.
First and 10 Bucs. 5 minutes to go. Clock rolling. Buccaneers lead 14-6. Johnson gets hammered, gets it away. Jewell's there. Able to catch it, but not able to get up. Might have been better to not catch it because he lost about 5 yards. Second down and 16 for the Bucs. Trying to work the clock. Actually, it was to their advantage that he caught that ball. Because the clock continues to run. 2nd and 16. 4 wide receivers for the Bucs. And Jewell, the tailback. Handoff draw to Jewell. Anthony Davis with the stop. Flag comes in. You would think they'd be looking for the run on a running situation where they're trying to grind out the clock, but all of the Thunderbolts seem fooled except for Davis, who made the play. I don't know who would have made it if he hadn't made it. See what the... It's going to be a hold against the Bucs. Declined. And the Thunderbolts rather have the down than the yardage. Gain of 2, and it's going to be 3rd down and 14. And now they start the clock again.
keep ready. Offense, keep ready.
Johnson on a fake reverse, looking to throw. Got a man. He ran into Sparrow, and they got the flag. That was Josh Branch looking for the flag, but he ran into the defender. I think it might have been offensive pass interference. That would be a terrible call if they call that against the Thunderbolts. Well, it looks like they're going to call pass interference on the Thunderbolts. I don't think that's a very good call. The safety man was there, and they're going to rule an uncatchable football. 4th down Bucs. So the Bucs hoping to get the easy call there for the first down, and they don't get it. Again, though, I mean, the defender was there, and the receiver hit him, so I don't know why they're not calling it on the other team, but of course I'm not biased up here or anything, but uncatchable pass, no pass interference. 4th down and 14 for the Bucs. In comes the punter, who's had a punter kicker, number 0, has had a pretty good day. Done everything he's needed to do, including getting that ball out of their end zone with only 10 yards of cushion earlier in the quarter. Nikita Smith, we think. 3:42 left in the game. Thunderbolts down 8. Clemens back, along with number 32. Ball bounces the Thunderbolts' way. And the net on the punt, only about 20 yards for the Bucs. That was number 32, Stuart McGee, deep on that return, and I don't know what happened to Griffin. So now Haskamp in the offense, crunch time. I think they have all their timeouts. 3 minutes, 33 seconds left. 1st and 10 at their own 25. They also have the 2-minute warning. Haskamp, lots of pressure, dumps it off. That's Clemens looking to thread his way through some Buccaneer defenders. Gain of 6. Hurry up offense. Haskamp has the players all line up on the line. Morgan Will split out to the far side along with Julian Williams. Ulrich and Casey Olivier, the receivers to the near side. Ball batted down by the front 4 of the Bucs. Looked like it might have been intended for Will, who got a nice jump off the ball. Clock stops on the incompletion. Now they put 8 seconds back on the clock, 2:50. Haskamp, 3rd down and 5, 4-down territory. Thunderbolts can't afford to give the ball back to the Buccaneers. Pitch outside to Julian Williams, who gets out of bounds just across the 1st down marker. Big play there for the Thunderbolts and Williams. 1st down and gain of 7 and out of bounds. Thunderbolts need a touchdown and a 2 to tie the game and send it to overtime. And now Will to the near side and the trips to the far side with Fantroy, who has not been a factor today in the backfield. Ball batted by Dean in the middle. Looked like Olivier might have been intended. Dean got a big hand up there, knocked it down. 2nd down and 10. Clock will stop. Thunderbolts on their 37-yard line. Can call a huddle here because they have the clock stopped. Now it's 4 wide with Will, the big tight end, to the top of the screen. Haskamp. Got some protection up front, throwing deep. Williams there. Ball overthrown. Good coverage by the Bucs right on top of Williams. That was Leday and like number 7, Jason Dean. Chasing Williams deep. Haskamp put a little too much on it. Now it's Nightingale, number 4. Ulrich, 14, to the near side. And Will and Julian Williams to the far side. 3rd down and 10 for the Thunderbolts, who can't afford to turn it over on downs. Oh, and a huge play for the Buccaneers. Haskamp sacked. Big 17-yard sack. Number 56 may have just made the play of this game, Jay Rivers. That might have done it for the Thunderbolts, for the Buccaneers. Because the Thunderbolts, 4th down and more than 20. 4th and 23. And it's going to be the 2-minute warning. Okay, this is it. 4th down and 23 for the Thunderbolts. And if they don't convert on this, the 2 minutes going to expire. They might be able to slow the Bucs down, but they really need this conversion. They have to get out to the 47-yard line. Haskamp looking for some time. Throws down deep, caught, but short is number 3, Julian Williams. And you know, he got 21 yards, but he needed 23, and it's going to be Buck football just by that much. I guess when you catch that, you have to somehow find 2 yards, or you may as well not catch it at all. So now the Thunderbolts will be forced to use their timeouts or try and strip the ball and get the turnover here. 2 minutes left. Doesn't look good for the Thunderbolts. Down 8. They had the ball first, well, down on the Buccaneers' 2-inch line and were unable to score. They missed a field goal. And thus far, they've made some turnovers. Not enough plays to win this game. The Bucs will take it. It's double tight ends, 2 running backs. Handoff. He's going to throw the ball. And it's going to get picked off. Oh, he dropped it. That was... What are they doing throwing the ball in this situation? I just don't get it. And Sparrow, deadly, he doesn't drop very many. I think the ground kind of broke up the ball. He had it in his hands. But that doesn't help the Buccaneers at all. I don't understand what they're doing throwing the ball. No time, the clock stopped. It's 1:44 left. And the Thunderbolts have timeouts left to use. 2nd down and 10 Bucs. Bucs trying to surprise the Thunderbolts, I guess, on that play, but almost paid the price in the Sparrow interception. Now they're going to run the ball with Jewell. And Jewell picks up about 7. And the Thunderbolts using a timeout. Bucs in the lead, 14-6, 3rd down and 4. Looking for that first down to end the game. And they're close. Ball seems to have come loose. And it looks like Jewell might be short, which would be a 4th down, but the Thunderbolts claim they have the ball. And number 5 Sparrow comes out of the pile with it. And they got it. Thunderbolts get a break, a fumble. 1:29 left, and I believe the Thunderbolts still have a timeout or 2 to use. Sparrow, who dropped the interception on 1st down, comes back with a fumble recovery on 3rd down. And the Thunderbolts have a little breathing. They have another last gasp here. But the offense is going to have to. They're going to have to execute better than they have most of this game. They're going to have to keep the fierce pass rush away from Mike Haskamp. They're going to have to catch the balls, and they're going to have to make the downs that they need to make. Caught by Ulrich. Ulrich trying to make some moves. Got about 8. Casey Olivier trying to make a block, but did a good non-block there of a clip. He just said, no, I'm not going to touch you. No clip, no foul. Thunderbolts 9-yard gain. Haskamp got some time. There is Ulrich. And Ulrich is out of bounds across midfield. And now the Thunderbolts seem to be clicking like they have at times tonight, but did not have it all game. And this would be the perfect time for them to get their offense on a roll. They have 2 timeouts left, and they have 54 seconds in which to score. They need a touchdown and a 2 to tie Haskamp. Looking for Ulrich. Ulrich, nice catch, nice throw by Haskamp. What a tandem. Ulrich seems to be his favorite receiver these days. And that would be not a first down. That would be a gain of 9. 2nd and a yard for the Bolts. And Ulrich again getting out of bounds. And he seems to have a speed advantage over the defender. Getting open 2 consecutive plays. And the apple of Haskamp's eye, Haskamp, going to get sacked. Down in a heap, and now the Thunderbolts will have to call their timeout. Or not. The clock is not rolling. Haskamp takes the sack. And the Thunderbolts did call timeout. They have 1 left. Okay, now the Thunderbolts, after the sack, they lose. They had a 2nd and 1. Now it's 3rd and 8 for Haskamp. 3rd and 8. 1 timeout remaining. 45 seconds remaining. Thunderbolts down 8. Need a touchdown and a 2. Haskamp. Line stunt by the Bucs. Haskamp brings it outside. Intended for Ulrich, who was cut off on his route by the defensive back. No flag. Clock stops. 4th down now. 4th and 8. And the Thunderbolts once again with their back against the wall. The way they've been this whole drive, a lot of this game. So we have another play of the game here. Ulrich and Nightingale to the near side. Sparrow and Julian Williams to the far side. Haskamp got lots of time. Looking to complete and does to Julian Williams for the first down. Williams this time catches the ball on 4th down and gets the first down. Of course, he didn't have to get 23 yards, just 8. And the Thunderbolts and Julian gets out of bounds. Another good play there. 36 seconds left. And this drive of the Multnomah County Buccaneers, hoping this game would be salted away by now, but after that fumble recovery, paying the price now. Thunderbolts on their 35-yard line with a chance to tie this game and send it to overtime. Fontroy is the running back, although mostly blocking now. It looks like a passing game with Haskamps. 4 wide, looking for Clemens, and he's going to throw it to the defense. Clemens there, but the pass badly thrown and picked off. I think that was number 9.
Picked off.
Well, on my list, number 9 for the Buccaneers is Mark Barlow, but I've seen Mark Barlow, and that didn't look like him, but he just picked off the pass, and that was the game winner for the Bucs, because the Thunderbolts have 1 timeout, and there's only 30 seconds left, so it's going to be victory offense here. The Bucs are going to take over 2nd place in the Northwest Football League by virtue of a tiebreaker over the Thunderbolts. It would be a 3-way tie with the Jaguars, and I don't know exactly what the situation is between the Buccaneers and the Jaguars.
And the Bucs will be 4-2.
That's what Mike said, but I don't think that's right. I think that we're all 5-2 now.
Well, we can look in the paper tomorrow.
Well, I look on the website. Don't forget, there's a OregonThunderbolts.com has all the latest information on the Oregon Thunderbolts, and then it has links to the Northwest Football League and all the teams in the Northwest Football League and all their websites. So you can catch up on all the statistics and the latest breaking stories in the league.
Or they can get the Northwest Football League by www.nf.net.
Take your word for it.
Okay.
I say they go on the OregonThunderbolts.com and then they just use the links.
That is the game there, Tony.
So that is the game. The Buccaneers pull it out. And I know these guys love each other. They're just going to get in this nice cuddly hand-slapping thing here. Former teammates, a lot of these guys. Actually, you know, the Buccaneers are now the veteran team here. The Thunderbolts, a lot younger. And the Buccaneers, a lot of the older players that didn't used to start, but now are they are now one of the class teams of the league as far as talent. They showed it today, dismantling the Thunderbolts on both sides of the ball and playing well on special teams. So the Thunderbolts lose to the Buccaneers 14-6, and it creates a 3-way tie. There's 3 teams with 2 losses: the Jaguars, the Thunderbolts, and these Bucs. And the Thunderbolts' schedule doesn't get any easier. Next week they play the Jaguars, then they play the Bengals, who are always tough, and then the Jets, who are undefeated as far as we know. Now the Jets were playing a game tonight up in Seattle. So it's going to be a tight race to see who goes to the playoffs. Anyway, we'll see you next week on the Jaguar game, and hopefully the Thunderbolts turn their fortunes around up in King County. Yeah. Federal Way High School next Saturday. Thanks for joining us, and we will see you next week.